I make movies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of movies?
I make motion pictures. Space movies. You like space?
Welcome to another episode of What Do We Know podcast. I'm Casual.
I'm Cory Moe.
This week, we got some interesting topics. It's just me and you this week, no guests.
Oh, no, yeah.
But it's all good.
It's okay.
You know, nobody here to correct our mistakes, so
No, it's good.
it's going to be reckless.
We have no, what you call it, mediator?
No mediators. Anything goes today. All right, first up, speaking of anything goes, your boy.
My boy?
Your boys.
Hold on, let's be careful when you say my boy. Now,
Your boys, your homies.
Okay.
Kanye West and Donald Trump.
Come on, really? You put that in my world? My life? Come on now, that's it.
And it's not just that, but at the same time, while they were meeting, we had Hurricane Michael in the Florida Panhandle. Didn't stop the meeting.
No, thank
They
you.
proceeded on. and you know, there's been a lot of talk.
That's just a publicity stunt, man. Come on now. You think Trump cares anything about what Kanye, about freeing Larry Hoover? All he cares about, Kanye meets with this and using that photo op and using those cameras. Kanye stupid as hell. He think Trump gonna do something about that. You got to be the dumbest nigga in the world. He got to be.
He had the persona of that. He was just really super extra with this meeting. It's like Trump was the normal one this time, and that's saying a lot. You're looking at Kanye like,
No,
bruh, sit down, be still, and shut up.
dog. When are we gonna realize Kanye is actually need to be admitted for real? Like he really needs help.
Yeah.
Because like we've seen this movie before. You know what I'm saying? Like from different people and different. We've seen movies like this where people just are manic, just like out of their mind, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he might make some good points. He'll just take things that he might heard somebody else say and use. Yeah, you know we're gonna do this and we're gonna free Larry Hoover. Like why? Why free Larry Hoover? What's your explanation for that? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Dude, like come on man. Like you really, you know he told Trump, I love you man. You know what Trump said? Yeah, I didn't mean to take it that far. But that's basically what Trump said. Like he ain't tell like dude, this dude don't care about you. You are a photo op for him, man.
One of his quotes was, when he puts on the Make America Great hat again, he feels like Superman. It's like that. If he is mentally ill, I don't want to bash him.
Yeah.
But there are people who can control these situations that he gets in.
I don't think so.
You think nobody's there to say, "Hey, man, maybe not."
He's not gonna listen. He out of his mind.
I mean, but I'm saying you have to get White House clearance. You can't just, "Hey, man, I want to holler. Can you bring Trump right? Can I go to the Oval Office
You
right
think
quick?"
Trump care about? Trump know he gonna get Kanye up here to talk about how much he love him and all this, and that's all he want people to see. He don't care about nothing else. All Trump heard was, I know you, Trump, man. That's not make America great again. That's all he heard. He didn't care about nothing. He ain't finna. Think about it. If Trump had any thought or any type of, and you know what I'm saying, inkling to do anything for the community of black and brown folks, look at the stuff he did to divide it.
Yeah.
You think he care about? Come on, bruh. You got to speak on that first before you can talk about freeing Larry Hoover. Let's talk about some of this other stuff you done did. Let's talk about these kids on the border who you take away their parents and give them to foster parents, not giving them back to their parents. Like, let's talk about, like, come on, bro. Like, no, man, I'm sorry. Let's talk about the whole Make America Great Again. What does that mean? Actually, where do we go? Where are we going? Really?
Great timeline.
Tell me what your definition of that is. What timeline? Before I go saying, "Oh yeah, this is the heck." Like you don't even know what he meant by that.
Right. And usually, you know, if you have somebody in Kanye's position that goes off, you know what I'm saying, just says some little crazy stuff to a few people, somebody will come to his defense and be like, "Hey man, this is what he meant. Don't take it like that."
Some people have been like that. I haven't watched it, but I just seen an interview. Dave Chappelle said something to kind of like put it in that perspective. I didn't hear it could have just been a headline. I didn't actually watch the video, but they said. But I want to see where he went with that. You know
I haven't seen anybody who's.
I've seen
who's
him
come
say
to
that, and I've seen people say I know what he means, but he doesn't know how to convey that. That's why he should shut the fuck up. Because you don't.
It's like he gets excited and just starts spewing stuff.
You don't know how to convey, and then take somebody like instead of like to me. It's like you ever had somebody who try to speak for you, you be like, please don't speak for me. You know what I'm saying? Please don't talk for me.
You're right.
You make things worse than what it is.
You
don't know how to. You don't know how to speak for me. He don't need to speak for what is going on. He doesn't. He's so far removed from what the normal people in this world or the United States are going through. He doesn't need to speak on none of that. He's married to a Kardashian.
Right.
He got a house in Calabasas. Do you know what Calabasas is? Mm-hmm. Do you think you can move to Calabasas?
I don't think I can drive.
You can't move to Calabasas. You can't. You probably can barely even visit Calabasas.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? And it's still in America.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are so far removed.
And he brought up the fact that he didn't have a father figure. I don't know. You get the sound bites. Yeah. So I don't know why exactly
Who said he didn't have a father figure?
Kanye. He said he didn't have a father figure, and he said he married into a family where a father figure isn't really present. So I don't know what the context of that was because of course you get the sound bites, but I don't know if that's like saying, okay, that's your problem. You needed a daddy. Are you reaching out to Trump to be your new daddy? What was
dog? No, but to me, he's then like you make clothes and things for people outside of your community that you're trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make product for the people in your community. You make it for the high end. You want other people to look at your stuff. You don't like you do so much away from what you're trying to help that it's just like you only trying to sell records. It sounds like it's not like the only thing you're trying to keep your name out there and keep because you just want that attention. You want people. He wants people to praise him like he praised Trump.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like he don't do things to me that makes it sure like. Your words say one thing, your actions say a whole completely different thing.
So you're saying he didn't go in there to say, okay, we need to get this Larry Hoover deal situated. I need to sit down and
to me, look, let me ask you a question. If I'm going there to actually speak on something and something I really believe in, why do I need all these cameras and these pictures being taken and things of that nature? I'm here to talk. Do Trump, if he going in to talk about
when he sat with South Korea or North Korea, no cameras.
No, I mean I'm saying like when you go and make these other decisions to do certain things, is there cameras? When you have other people come talk to you, are the cameras present like that?
No.
Are the things like that when you decide to get this judge Kavanaugh put into the Supreme Court? Did you have cameras and stuff showing like that? Nah, because I'm not going to take the cameras and stuff when I don't want you to see. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? What I don't want you to know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this Kanye thing, he know we ain't finna do nothing for him. Shoot, they're bringing the cameras in here. We'll show everything.
Now, one thing I saw when I was looking at this, and of course, like I said, people mentioned the fact that hey, it's kind of like a hurricane going down. I hate to use the term like if it was Obama, but if it was any other, no, I'm not gonna go there.
I'm going there. If it was Obama,
if it was any other president,
if it was Obama,
if it was any other president, meeting with a rapper,
bruh, meeting with a rapper, period. It could be the beautifulest day in America, all over. If he had a rap up there just for a poetry reading, which has happened. What just happened? For a poetry, the spoken word. He had an event for like poetry and spoken word. He had the most threatening rapper in the game there. And Fox News crucified him for having coming at the White House reading poetry. Mm-hmm. Not to speak on policy, not to speak on anything else.
Not to free anybody.
Do poetry. Do people not remember this? They try to bring up common lyrics like he talked about this. They talk about when he had a song talking about the lady that killed the cop, Tupac Shakur's aunt, that killed the police and fled to Cuba. Mm-hmm. He made a song and was referencing that in that. They brought all that up on Fox News. Like it was something bad.
Because he was reading poetry.
Because he was reading poetry at the White House.
Because that tied in. But had it been anybody with a rapper in the Oval Office, at the time of a hurricane, that president would be on
and
the
then
chopping
you
block.
brought, not only did you not bring like an unthreatening, you brought Kanye. The guy that y'all hated for telling George Bush he hate black people. The guy that y'all hated for jumping on stage with Taylor Swift and taking that mic and saying what he did. The guy, but as soon as he pro-Trump, y'all, we are so happy that you
he's
are here.
all right now.
You all right now.
He's cool now.
You being the house nigga we wanted you to be. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm done with that dude, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing he put out. I don't want to see no clothes. I'm done with that dude, man.
You don't want to see the pair of shoes that he
I
gave Trump? He gave Trump
I
a pair
don't
of
care.
Yeezys.
I don't care. He should have gave him the hood that he deserved. I don't want to see none of that, man. And he like then Trump. I'm telling you, then Trump busts out saying the black community loves him. Don't let Trump speak for. No, they don't, bro. Trust me. Run a poll and see what you think.
Right.
Like, dog, get the hell out of here. I know this dude is trouble. He trouble, man. He need help, and everybody knows it, man. Even people around him know it. But they so like they feel like they need this guy.
Yeah, you don't want to get cut off that money train.
Yeah, like I mean, come on, man. Like this another thing I hate about the whole situation. I'm gonna go to the White House to beg this white guy that doesn't care about. It's like going to the White House, going to the big house, the master's house, and ask him to free a slave or something. You get what I'm saying? No, man, I ain't with that. That's almost like bowing to it. No,
Right.
I ain't with none of that.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? Like, man, I'd rather have conversations amongst each other to figure out how we can make things better instead of going to somebody and asking for it. I'd rather see you create unity instead of going to that, because you're doing nothing but dividing.
So how long has Larry Hoover been in jail?
Oh, man. I'm not sure.
And
I'm not sure.
so what made
It had to be like the mid-'80s or early 90s when he went in.
But what made Kanye jump up and say, I need this president after all this time to free Larry Hoover?
Let me tell you. He went to Chicago. I guess he got to talking about stuff. And what's crazy is people been saying free Larry Hoover since before Kanye was Kanye.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But now, I'm telling you, dog, now that you need this photo op, now that you need this press, now that you want everybody to look at me, now it's free. When your music was fire and you were saying all this other stuff, when your music was, you could care less about Larry Hoover.
Right.
Oh, man, I can care. Like, but now it's an issue. You get what I'm saying? Like, I hate that, man. I hate that old putting on that facade, put on that, like, I don't know why people, I guess, in the news as much as this, because, I mean, I'm done with, like, people should be done with it.
That's why it's still in the news, because it's like, hey, this dude go. You got that family member sometimes, like, you know they gonna mess up, and when they mess up, you gotta talk about it because you knew it was coming. Yeah. That's what Kanye is becoming right now. Like, hey, Kanye West did. Oh God, what did he do now? Yeah. You gotta know because you know he did something stupid. What is he doing this time? You know, that's kind of like.
Did you hear about the conversation LeBron James had with Drake about how that should show you right now Kanye ain't he I think he probably not even that far gone. He probably just playing crazy or playing this manic guy just to make it seem like, oh, they just gonna blame it on him crazy. So when I get to come back, I'm fixed now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm seeing like how he played Drake on that situation, how it looked. Like, that didn't come from like a crazy person. That comes from somebody who's strategic.
Okay, so paint the Drake picture. What happened with Drake?
I'm gonna quote Drake on certain things. I might not get it all right, but he's basically said like he had a conversation with Kanye one night, texting out. They was calling, talking, and he sent pictures of his son. He was talking about his son, how he was having trouble with his son. He was confined in Kanye.
Right.
That's my dude. You get what I'm saying? Because him and Kanye been cool for a long time. Him and Kanye been cool since the best I ever had. You know, Kanye directed that video.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, they've been cool for a long time. So he was confiding in that. He said, next thing I know, the next day I wake up, my album comes out July 15th. Kanye has placed all the albums around my date. And he kind of like, damn.
All the albums from Good Music.
Are placed around July, May, June, or was it June 15th? It was June 15th. Like, May this. Then this week, this week, like all the albums are placed around Drake's date.
Right.
Then he come out with the Cooper Stoop song.
Mm-hmm.
Drake, I believe, wrote a verse on that, had a verse on it or something like that, and was taken off. And he just put the record out. You know what I'm saying? He said that was kind of like a troll, at Drake. He was like, man, this dude playing me. And then you think about it, all the stuff started coming out about Drake's son with Pusha T.
Who was on Good Music.
The album's coming out, so I'm gonna start saying I'm waiting because I know you're gonna respond.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're gonna. If I say something about you, you're gonna respond. You're gonna put out a record, and then then Kanye gives this guy this. And he say he did, but who believes that nigga, really?
Right. Because I mean, if I don't have a personal relationship with you, you don't have my information.
Exactly.
And you definitely don't have all the information I gave this guy.
Exactly. That's why Drake probably like, I didn't say nothing. Dude, it's literally people that know about what's going on, and you is one of them, and you the closest man to that guy.
Right.
How did he find out? You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's like that's why I'm like, I don't. And then, but everybody still, the music is fire. First of all, the music is whack as hell.
Yeah,
the music is whack.
I haven't
like
been
I
able to
can't
rock
stand.
with it.
I don't even rock. I played that shit one time, and I'm done with it. No.
It sounds like a crazy person's music.
Yeah. I mean, I just see people that say, "Oh, the music is dope." Y'all just saying that to say that.
Some people like to say that when something is different, but different ain't always good.
To me, that album has no replay value at all.
Yeah.
I mean, even the singles. The singles ain't doing nothing. Think about it. The singles.
Like, once you've heard them, you've heard them.
When the last time you heard of a number one Kanye West record? And this album's supposed to be so dope and so great, but when did he have a number one record?
Did the All Day hit number one?
No.
Oh. And that's like the last decent record he to me.
Dog.
That All Day was the last decent record he had.
Don't have it ain't there. So he got to keep with these crazy little antics and stuff to make himself feel like he is somehow relevant. That's how he do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only reason I see it. Because the music is trash.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And everything like
I'm sure that the fashion world that he's selling to it's not supporting his clothes. Mm-mm. Because you're selling hip hop style to people outside of hip hop.
You selling it on a platform of hip hop. There's stuff that don't look hip hop at all.
Right.
It don't look hip hop.
And people who don't, and the price is priced to people who don't support hip hop.
It's priced. It's priced for people who, like, you want, like, of course, like, that's how hip hop is gonna switch to this high end fashion style. Since everybody got to have Balenciagos and these type of things, and you're trying to compete in a realm where it's been around for like hundreds of years, if not, you know what I'm saying, 50, 30, 40, 50 years. You try to compete with brands like that, you ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna let you in. Why? When your buddy's already wearing us, we don't need you. They wearing us without even knowing that you got something to do with it. Why we need to bring you in? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you got like a company like one of the biggest organizations in fashion companies in the world, Nike, that you was with. You know what I'm saying? They'll embrace you. They'll let you share a platform with you. But you make a Louis Vuitton and all these Versace are not embracing you in the way you want to be embraced. Man, fuck them. For real.
All right, let's get off Kanye and go to some good music news. A couple of albums came out. A couple of albums popped up over the past week. One album that surprised everybody. Nobody saw coming. Usher and Zaytoven.
Oh, they put the album out?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Usher and Zaytoven. Of course, I don't listen to music until I go out of town. I pop it in on a long ride, so I hadn't heard it yet. But a couple of reviews giving it thumbs ups. So,
well, you know, Zaytoven made the Love in the Club record.
Yeah. Now Zaytoven,
which don't sound like a Zaytoven track to me, but
Zaytoven, he's a creative guy.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people use him for those trap records. But he's more than that.
Like Zaytoven still goes to church and play the piano on Sunday.
Yeah,
like that was he did that for years. Like he still goes to play. That's what he does. Like he grew up in that type of environment. So musically, he's inclined very well.
That's not a producer, people. That's a musician.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you know he knows how to play multiple. Like I think he knows how to play multiple. I mean, I listened to an interview on him when he was talking to this guy. He was just telling how he, you know what I'm saying, came up and just musically how he got. how he got to where he at.
I believe they. I read one review and it says it's really like an ode to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's like a.
Oh, it's got that vibe
Yeah,
to it.
it's got that Atlanta vibe to it.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, but it's one of those like you know what I'm saying how they're cutting these promotional budgets out and just bam drop the album like Usher leaked something like a couple of hours before it dropped and then
I
at
seen
Thursday at
something.
midnight.
I didn't know it dropped though. That's
yeah,
crazy.
it's out. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's one you got to check out. I mean, not only Zaytoven but Usher. I mean, Usher's he puts out good music.
Yeah. I don't think Usher ever released a project that ain't worth checking out. If you like if you're on that type of vibe.
I don't know, that one when he was going through the divorce with papers and all that. I don't know.
I like hit that song. This song Climax on there.
Moving Mountains.
Moving Mountains. Those are dope. Those are dope records.
It wasn't burned.
Okay, you're not gonna hit it. You're not gonna 50 Cent Get Rich Not Trying or you know what I'm saying. You're not gonna do all this stuff every time, but you can put out good quality music.
Yeah, it was alright.
You're not gonna put come on now.
It was alright.
That album was never that's probably gonna be his. That's gonna be everybody gonna have a number one. Like you're not gonna quarter five, quarter 2, 3 it up every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he put that. It was like Robin Thicke when he got divorced. Like, sure, I'm just gonna do a whole album, try to get her back. He did. Usher did a whole "I'm Getting Divorced" album.
This is gonna segue into another album that came out. Some people make music for like whatever mode they in. Mm-hmm. It's gonna fit. Somebody else is going through that. That was going through that divorce. Like, I hate that bitch too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else is going through that.
But I mean, if the vast majority not going through it,
I done been through it. You know what I'm saying? Because my brother loved that record. Damn. He loved that album. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people like, which goes until the T.I. new album, the Dime Trap.
Okay, Dime Trap.
Like, to me, that album is for a middle-aged guy with kids who probably lived a life that was different than what he living now.
Now he trying to
he's in a like he's not in a married dude with kids. That's probably like that album fits that to me because it just wasn't. It wasn't urban legend trap music.
That's how you just told me.
Like it wasn't. I'm saying but it's not. I'm not saying it was trash. I'm saying it just wasn't for me. You get what I'm saying? Like it wasn't for me. Like it ain't that. Like that's why I'm still on that right there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I'm not on the family kids and
trying to get your kids.
Yeah, trying to get my kids right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not on that, so I can't appreciate like somebody else would appreciate that right there. You know?
I hadn't checked that one out yet either. Oh wait, let's back up.
Now the bars are superb. It's just some of the production is more.
He didn't give you a jam. He gave some nice lyrics.
Yeah, he got some nice lyrics. Like he had a Jay-Z 4 for 4 to me on that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, let's backtrack. You talking about somebody's going through it like Usher was going through the thing. Last night I was at a little pancake spot, man. Eating by myself after did a little party or whatever. Late night, hungry. Stopped by a little pancake spot. I'm sitting there eating, enjoying my little food. No, I'm waiting on my food. There's a couple across from me. They're eating. And, you just hear, like, some slamming on the table, like, you know what I'm saying, banging the forks, but trying not to cause a scene.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on my food, so I'm, like, paying attention. Ears perked up now. So I'm sitting, and they, like, whisper fussing. Yeah. You know, don't want to cause a scene, but I still want to. Yeah. So I'm peeping. I'm looking. I'm looking, but I'm not looking. You know what I'm saying? So
you got it right in your peripherals.
Yeah. I'm like, what's that on the walls? You know what I'm saying? He was turning my head so I give an ear to that side or whatever. So his situation was, he said her mama told him something about her. And her disposition just switched up. Like, oh, my mama?
Oh, she got loud.
My mama? Now, she didn't get loud. She just couldn't believe it. My mama told you this about me. Yeah, that's right, from your mama. And so she said, well, why don't you text that to that whoop that you've been texting? He just froze up.
Tell me something I don't know. I'll tell you so you don't know. Yeah.
He hit the classic line. This is the only thing you can say after somebody hit you with some information like that. Huh? Yeah, don't act like I ain't seen. I seen you texting that girl, blah, blah, blah. It went off. But still, whisper fussing. So I seen you text that girl.
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, oh, no, he got busted. So I'm sitting there looking, right? And so she gets up, storms out, come back, give him one more piece of her mind. And don't you come home to blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, my God, it's going down. I was waiting for, like, the reality show, water in the face or whatever. So, bam, she say what she got to say. She get out of there, right? Dude sitting there. He was sitting there. He just stopped for a second. Nah, he stopped. You can just see him thinking.
Music come in?
Nah, no music. He stopped. He thought about it a little while. Picked up his plate, started back eating. Finished his plate. Poured himself a cup of coffee. Looked over there. She didn't touch her pancakes. Dude ate her pancakes too. I'm talking about Cory. Unbothered, dog. Like, she gone. He didn't get up trying to chase her. That dude finished his food.
And hers.
A cup of coffee. Looked over there. Oh, she didn't finish her pancakes. She didn't eat her pancakes. She hadn't touched them. Like, they food had just got there when it got real. You know what I'm saying? Dog. He took her pancakes, smashed them. Counted his money, paid the waitress, and got on that. I was like, dog, that he didn't. And not one time did he like turn. He was a white guy. He didn't turn red. He didn't look back to see if she was coming back. He sat in there. His back was to the door. So, you know what I'm saying? If he wanted to see if his wife was coming back, he would have to turn around.
It was his wife, though?
Dog. She said, I'm not going to be the wife to sit around for this. You know what I'm saying? Before she left. Wow. Dude. That dude finished his food, poured himself a cup of coffee, took a sip, looked up. Oh, snap. We still got pancakes. Ate her pancakes.
It makes sense
Counted
now.
his money.
It makes sense that he said he was white. It makes sense now.
Why does it make sense?
Because I think if black dude would have got up, man, where you going? Whatever. I think it would have been a whole lot louder because, we have a problem with not giving a shit. Where we at? If I would have got a whole lot louder, it would have got a whole lot more, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to chase you out the door.
And then I was in a seat where, like, it was, they were across from me. You know what I'm saying? A good little distance. They were across from me. And, like, nobody else was in there. I'm like, nobody see this. Nobody see this.
Why you didn't just do the old American way and just pull the camera out and...
Nah, because I'm slow. I'm a dummy with a smartphone. I'd have picked up the phone cord, flash all going off. You know, I'd have accidentally
You can't sneak it, Cam.
I would have hit a picture. It would have came out my phone like a Polaroid. I'd have got busted. They would have jumped me. I would have mended that marriage, but it'd been at my expense.
See, we have when we stick together.
But I was like, dude was so cold though, bro. He finished his food, looked over there. I saw the look in his eye, like, I know she didn't leave them pancakes. Dog, he got them pancakes and killed with a T. He killed them.
Let's go say Cass was at the International House of Pancakes.
No free mentions. No free mentions. Before it gets out, before we release this, I will edit that part. No free mentions. No. I had to pay full price for my meal. No free. No plugs. Right, back to the music though.
Okay.
The highly anticipated album just dropped. Ella May.
Okay, haven't checked it out, but
I haven't checked it out. But women all over my timeline
been on it.
Man, this I ain't seen so many fire flames.
I'm burning up.
Oh man, so many fire emojis. Oh man, you need to get this Ella May. You need to get. Oh man, so
I download. I got it, but I haven't listened to it.
And that's the album I got faith in.
Yeah,
I really got. I
do too.
Who she
Mustard.
Yeah. Mustard ain't gonna let you down.
Yeah. I think
her songs are smooth. She's 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah, she's 2 for 2.
And then if you go back and listen to the stuff she did before she came out,
yeah,
I mean she's cold. Well, she did slide one in that didn't pop though.
That was a Naked record.
Naked,
I remember you talking about that one. You thought that was. I think your expectations were high for that record. I think
no, my expectations wasn't high. My expectation was like, okay, boot up chick got another song. Let's see.
But you also look at that name. It was like,
oh yeah,
what is she talking about in this song?
Oh yes, give me this one. Naked. I closed the door before I put that one on.
You got the lotion out?
do all that. But I was ready, but I ain't. Best believe I was prepared. But it was a positive song. It should have did something.
Yeah.
But I guess you thinking Americans don't want to hear nothing positive. You don't want to be uplifting.
Nasty and violent.
That's what it is. Nasty, violent, and drug field.
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
That's it, dog.
We got Naked
And
with a positive record, and it did absolutely nothing. She had a nice little video. You know what I'm saying? Different races, different cultures of people coming together.
Did not go with the name. She should have named it better.
Yeah.
Naked throw you off.
Yeah, you say naked, like yes.
Marcus Houston song Naked. He talking about getting naked.
And
R. Kelly song Naked. He talking about getting naked. So
pop.
You got to follow the trend now. You can't shift that way.
Hey, don't try to hit me with the subliminals.
Nah,
Yeah, naked. Ooh, for real? Oh, for real? You get the different tones. Oh, for real? You sound like an old lady.
Really?
Hey, put the clothes on this old lady. And that's the thing, though. People in the video were actually naked, but you want them to get dressed. No.
See that?
Wrong setting.
You're going against what the song means. See that? That's what she was trying to get across.
That's why it didn't
Don't
pop.
body shame.
It didn't pop. No, it wasn't. It was some body shaming parts in there, but it was just a whole little message song. Yeah.
You can't
After boo it up.
You get the message on, man.
And you can get your message on once we really, really know you. Like, we were familiar with you with Booed Up, but we didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still got to come with somebody to the
still a
picnic.
light-skinned girl with a good hair.
Yeah, you still got to come with somebody to the picnic. You can't just show, hey, I was just, whoa. Who you with, boo?
It's like bringing potato salad, and it don't taste like potato salad.
Like,
You didn't do this.
Wait, who fixed this?
Right. No, you didn't do this right. Go back and do it again. Oh, you got this trip. Okay, that's some good.
Yeah.
That's some good.
Yeah, right.
We
Now
can do
you
something
come
with
on. Girl, I like not to recognize you. Come on in.
But yeah, I have to check that album out. I don't
Yeah,
think.
she's back on the block. And
But I hear one somebody that you've been looking forward to hear came out.
Who?
Soulja Boy.
Boy, if you don't go.
But you don't want to check that Soulja Boy record out?
I do not.
I'm actually kind of curious.
Uh-uh.
I just want to hear it.
But
I'm actually kind of curious, man.
And let me tell you about me. If I get in the position where I listen to one song, I have to listen to the whole album.
Yeah.
Just to see how bad it is. Because I know it's bad.
Oh, you think
I'm just going to blind faith say this is a bad album.
I mean,
My review right now
look,
to the Soulja Boy, was it Draco?
To be saying that, though, you never really followed the Soulja Boy album in the first place, though, really.
I thought that first album, it wasn't that bad. That first one with Crank That. Hold up, Cory, Crank That.
Can we get a message from the panel? Yeah, he out his damn mind.
No. Crank That. They had like some song. Dang, what's the other? He had another little dance song on there. Dog, that first album was alright for what it was. You know what I'm saying? For a kid rapper.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not just saying, you know what I'm saying, shoot, hey bro, let's hit the block. You know what I'm saying? Pop that Soulja Boy. Nah, I ain't saying for that.
That sounded about like what
But for a kid album, that album right there was alright. He did the he had like some little funny things on there.
Yeah.
Now, he had a couple other dances. Dang, what's the other dance song he had on there? I can't remember. You putting up the track listing? See how you do me? I'm trying to prove the point that it was a different album. You on something else?
I'm tapped out now. I don't know what you're talking about. That's on you, man.
I'm talking about
That's on you, baby.
I'm talking about the Soulja Boy album. Cory looking up everything else.
Yeah,
He looking up
moving on.
He just looking up anything but what I'm talking about. But no, that first Soulja Boy album, for what it was, a child-friendly, child-targeted album, it was okay. It was good. It was cool.
Okay.
You could play a couple songs from that at kid parties.
Okay.
Actually, you could play some at some college parties. He had some decent records on that album. I'm telling you that now, for real. But see, you was probably, you had that album. You was probably young when it came out.
No, did not have that album.
You had that album.
Negative. Look, no album I did have. I had Bow Wow album, but I got it for Christmas. My auntie bought it for me. Yeah, no.
Which Bow Wow album?
The one with he had the record with Jagged Edge on. My Baby.
Now, Bow Wow, he did make some decent music.
Yeah, I mean, Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri is a dope producer, man.
Mm-hmm.
He know how to make.
And Soulja Boy had Colin Park.
Like I said, Jermaine Dupri is a hit maker. He's
Soulja Boy had College Park.
Like
behind him.
Jermaine Dupri's got decades of hits, like decades.
So you just gonna dismiss College Park?
Decades. I'm talking about like what from 90s,
So you
early
dismiss College
90s
Park?
to like now. Like
I
Jermaine
understand
Dupri
it.
is
He
like
did.
that guy, you know. Then
He did.
I can't deny. Yeah.
Yeah, I can cut your mic off and make my point there. But for what it was worth, for real, that Soulja Boy album at that time, for what it was, a child album for
I'm
kids,
just gonna say this right now.
was a decent album.
His review of the Soulja Boy album is gonna come back to haunt him. Just wait.
No, you know what?
Just wait.
And
I'm
the, same,
going
no, the same thing happened to me with Bow Wow. I was in. He put out a record that Fresh as I'm Is,
Okay.
and at that time, I think the popular songs like "Bitch Can't Do It Like Me," you know what I'm saying. The snap phase was in. He had like D4L was popping, and all that stuff was popping. So I made the comment to one of my boys that right now Bow Wow is making better music than grown men. You know what I'm saying? And he was at that time, because like I said, the snap movement was in Atlanta, was just taking off, and they wasn't on them bars. Yeah. It was dancing and, you know what I'm saying, being crazy. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying, Bow Wow came with the Fresh as I'm Is and all, even though he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, too much probably writing it. But the lyrical content of it was okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to snap my fingers and work my shoulders to get with this. It's cool. So he was making better music than grown men. So I made that comment to my boy. All of a sudden, he gets on the radio. I'm a huge Bow Wow fan. Oh, I went to his crib. He got posters all over. From the one comment.
I would have did the same thing.
From the one comment.
Oh, God, I would have did the same thing.
Which just so happened to be true. It was an opinion, but
That's
it was
your
a true
truth.
opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion. That's your
It's a
truth.
true
I don't know
opinion.
about them being the only one, because there was people in Atlanta making dope
At that
music.
time, the Franchise Boys was popping.
Yeah.
D4L was popping. Who did the White Tee?
Franchise Boy.
Franchise Boys. Okay, yeah. That stuff was popping.
Because you got to think.
And that wasn't
You know
lyrics.
who else was popping at around that time? Jeezy was popping.
But Jeezy wasn't as popping. He wasn't commercially popping like those guys
But
were.
he was.
Yeah, no, he was club ready.
I know, but
He was club ready.
Cause that's when he came out with the Then What record and like those records. Yeah, Jeezy was coming his own right there.
But commercially, those dudes.
But
was
has
taking
Jeezy
over.
ever been commercial?
That's my point though. Commercially, radio wise, we want the radio. We talked to radio.
You said Bow Wow was the only guy playing that was making like.
I didn't say he was the only
Better
one. I said in comparison to what was popping on the radio at that time, he was making the best music.
So y'all wasn't playing the Then What? Y'all wasn't playing nothing else off the Soul Survivor. Y'all know y'all playing none of those. Y'all wasn't playing Trap or Die. Y'all playing those on the radio?
No, commercially, those songs you just named were not as popular as White Tee, Snap Your Fingers, Lean With It, Rock
But
With
that's
It.
because those records, it's almost like the Salento. What was he with? It's because kids go jam to it.
What I'm saying,
and you're
but
gonna
my
have
point is, commercially, Bow Wow was making better commercial music than the grown men who were making the commercial music that was pushed at that time.
I can't say.
And from that, I was a huge Bow Wow fan.
What did you think that was?
It had been like 2005, 2006, somewhere around that time.
2005.
I asked you to. I want you to check out the songs on the Soulja Boy album. You want to look that up. But now, if you want to try to disprove me,
2005.
let's say 2006. Now that you want to make a point, you got your hands on your hips typing at the same time.
Let's see. The top some Grills, Nelly. Lean With It, Rock With It. Okay. What You Know, T.I. It's Going Down, Young Jock.
Cornball.
this is what's funny with him. Okay.
No, but see, you going the whole year. You know what I'm saying? It was a particular time. It was a particular
It's 2000. What I'm saying,
when I made that statement at that time, Bow Wow had that hot record, which was hotter than, you know what I'm saying? Now some of those songs,
Soul Survivor, Young
I'm
Jeezy,
Going
2005.
Down. The Going Down, it
At
came
the
out
same
and took
time,
over.
look, guess what? At the same time, at the number one spot was Soul Survivor, November 5th, 2005. Guess what came? December 17th, I Think They Like Me, the Franchise Boys.
Cornball.
December 31st, Grills, Nelly. Lean With It, Rock With came March 11, 2006. What you know, like, no, it was still records that was dope.
Yeah.
And these are most Atlanta guys, except for Nelly. Like Bow Wow had Let Me Hold You and Like You. Those are like
those okay compared to
Hated or Love
with
It, Hated or Love It, The Game, 50 Cent, Lovers and Friends, Lil Jon. Like, dog, it was dope music out, bro.
So to
Lean back, drop
look,
it like it's hot.
So here you go with your little point. Drop It Like Hot was a horrible record.
It was. I couldn't stand it.
I
It was a hot
when you
record,
get through, it was a horrible record.
It was a hot. I mean, but it was
Whatever Bow Wow had.
Kanye West, Gold Digger.
I didn't say he topped everybody. Hold on. Wait. You skipped all over Chingy.
Where's Chingy?
What's that
That's
first
2004.
one?
You said 2005.
Oh,
2006.
okay. All right.
I was trying to.
I was trying to. You gonna prove my point, but you ain't gonna tell the whole story.
I was trying to stay in my realm. You know what I'm saying? But like this is when Bow Wow was just getting like into his he was growing. This was grown Bow Wow anyway. This is like 18 Bow Wow.
And that's what I'm saying though. Like he was making better music lyrically than like men. Who should have been.
So his songs are more lyrical than Soul Survivor.
Don't come up with
Gold Digger. Hate It or Love It.
I don't want to turn your mic off.
What you know, his Shoulder Lean, like, that's your boy too. Shoulder Lean, he was lyrical content was better than Dro on Shoulder Lean.
What I'm telling you, Corey. See, you picking out just individual songs just to make your point valid.
I'm just saying these artists were popping. Like you said Jeezy didn't have any commercial, but he was #1 on Billboard in November 5th, 2005.
I mean, damn, everybody get these time. Everybody get their time.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but when the song, at the particular time, at that week, that I was
at
talking
that
about,
hour, at that minute,
right.
he was.
He was making
What was
better
that?
music.
Was everybody asleep at that time? Everybody held their breath. Like, yeah.
That's a little made up. So who validated this chart
Billboard.
anyway?
This is Billboard #1 throughout the year.
So
like
you say
2005 to the March to like they switched up. Like so that means like Snoop Dogg dropping his house probably like #1 for a minute.
10 weeks.
Yeah, for like you know what I'm saying for like 10 weeks. So,
but within those 10 weeks,
Soul Survivor was #1 for 6 weeks. And Jeezy won commercial. That was a commercial successful record.
He was all right.
6 weeks.
He was all right.
Come on, man.
He did what he could.
Come on, man.
Bow Wow #1.
Bow Wow had what? Had 7, 4, and that's it. 7, 4.
I'm sure he's on there again.
Yeah, he on there again too, but it's on December the 2000, like the next year, 7 weeks.
7 weeks consistency.
Yeah.
But you don't want to Google my Soulja Boy album.
Soulja? No, I don't want now. I'm good. I'm good. In the words of my boy T.I., I'm straight.
Have you listened to the Kevin Gates CD yet?
Yeah. I like the Kevin Gates CD.
All right. So what's the bangers on there?
Make America Trap Again is one of my favorite ones.
Didn't Snoop put out a? No, it's Make America Crip Again.
Yeah, Make America Trap Again is one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Man, I had to listen to them about 4 or 5 times. And you know what he says in that record? Free Larry Hoover and Jill Ford.
Okay.
Yeah. You know who those guys are?
Hold on, I was doing something else. Say that one more time.
You know who those guys
are? I don't know who Jeff Ford is, no.
That's the guy who started the Vice Lord.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, man.
So what is he
political prisoners.
Okay.
It's all politics for them guys in jail right now.
Okay.
Because they have no proof of anything they've ever done.
Has he been locked up for decades too? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, dog, this is like you got it. Like, no.
So he needs Kanye to come get him out.
Bro, Kanye ain't finna say nobody.
Kanye to come get him out.
Kanye ain't finna say nobody. Kanye ain't finna say Kanye.
Yeah.
And he gonna say Trump. Somewhat. Try to make Trump look, but black folks ain't falling for that, man. The minority is not falling for that trick, dog. Come on now.
Okay.
And then it's an election cycle, so you know. I'm telling you, dog, it's all kind of things. The reason why that happened, dog. Trump gonna invite Kanye around election cycle time. Yeah, come to the White House now.
So you think he did that so blacks will get on his side?
Think about it. You think that's far-fetched from Donald Trump? The guy that said, the blacks love me. The guy that said, you know what I'm saying, what other choice do you have? Not you.
Well, if you're out of touch, yeah, you reach out to Kanye to come represent. Yeah, if you're out of touch, yeah.
And he's the only black guy that's embracing you. That's a celebrity. Because Donald Trump only really. Think about it. The most people he respect are celebrities.
Oh yeah. He's not just.
You know what I'm saying? He's the only black celebrity that supports you. Come on, B. Come on. Name another black celebrity that's supports Trump.
There was Omarosa, but she turned her back on him.
And she's the same way. She just looking for an opportunity to get someone. Yeah, she's an opportunist.
Oh, okay. All right. Go back to music. I don't know if we talked about this last week. I don't think we did, but Janet Jackson and LL Cool J are finalists for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
There are some others, but those are two of the most prominent names in urban radio. I'm really pulling for Janet because
LL too though, man.
No, yeah. LL he's got a nice little track record.
You talking about Bobby Bryant's girlfriend Janet? That's what you talking about.
I don't want to turn off your mic. That is fabrication.
That is not a fabricated thing, dog. No, that's not. I just slander. She was messing around with Bobby Brown.
Nah, man.
Dog, come on, man.
She probably tried to hire him to cut her grass or something.
Dog, Bobby Brown threw her out of his hotel room naked.
Boy, if you don't get on with that.
And then said, "I feel bad at Janet. Let me throw her a blanket."
Bruh, if he had done that, boy, don't you know Mike would have came and handled that boy? Mike would have came and his
man, look. Mike was studying Janet. Mike was trying to get his skin bleached.
Mike would have came and gave Bobby his issue, boy.
Negative. Ain't none of them beige dudes would have did nothing to Bobby Brown black is. Man, you crazy. They would have got it. Man, come on.
All right, come on. You're a Googler. Which hip hop artists are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Which hip hop? I think one of them Ice Cube or somebody get put in there.
It had to be NWA if anything.
Yeah, I think so. Tupac, I think.
Yeah, they did. They did a horrible.
That's what T.I. did.
And like Alicia Keys did something on the piano. It was like.
She did that.
Yeah, they did a horrible tribute for Tupac's induction.
Rappers in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's see here. Let's go to the Run DMC.
Cool.
Of course, we knew that was gonna be in there.
Trying to see if they, usually it's like somebody like they made it. I'm trying to see if we got
one of those.
A high pitch. They made it. Yeah.
Let's see here who else. Run DMC is one.
And they were probably the first ones.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Okay, it's throwback. Old school, if you will.
Of course. Really? Come on, think about this. Really? They made a huge impact, though. I ain't gonna lie, but Back in the day, the Beastie Boys were kind of popping. I don't think they're Rock and Roll Hall of Fame popping, especially before LL. But that's we know why they got it. That's the high pitch. They made it. We know how they got it. Yeah. Public Enemy. Okay, I'm with that. NWA, definitely with that. Yeah, that's 5. That's all. That's it. That's it. Oh wow, 5 groups. Okay, 5. Beastie Boys, huh? Yep. Because their impact is so felt to this day. Their impact is felt on hip hop to this day. Their impact. I wanted to say something nice right there. Yeah, you can't. I wanted to say something. Let me ask you a question. What did they bring to the hip hop game that you can put your hand on? I mean, they had some hits back in the day. What did they bring? How did they change culture in hip hop? They brought the party white boy style to hip hop. They brought it. They was No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Paul Revere was a hit. They had. First of all, I never heard of No Sleep Till Brooklyn. You never heard No Sleep Till Brooklyn? Never heard it. I can't. The only thing I can think about with Beastie Boys is Brass Monkey. Was that Beastie Boy? Brass Monkey. That's the only thing, and I vaguely remember that. They were popping at the time. They were popping, and again they came out during the time where you had to actually go buy records. They sold records. Yeah. It probably has no reason because they're white though. But that's probably that's probably the reason. 85% of it. Yeah. But the other they made. I was just making sure we was at the right place and time for this right here because I want to say they were signed to Def Jam. They were.
Yeah, signed to
They
Def
were.
Jam.
Yeah.
So, and
That
Def
was
Jam-
some of what's the guy? Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Def Jam was the hip hop label. You know what I'm saying? Def Jam was the hottest hip hop label. So
But wasn't LL the first act signed to Def Jam?
he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And how long has LL career's been going on? How many albums he probably got out to this
But
day? How many number
Beastie
ones?
Boys
he got?
may
How many
have-
number ones you think LL got?
The
How many
Beastie
hit
Boys
records
may
do you
have
think? How many
more
platinum?
sales.
No, I doubt that very seriously.
I said may have. But you're a Googler, please.
Let's go.
They may have more sales. I'm just trying to give them some. You know what I'm saying? Some. Hey, this is why.
Let's see. All right, let's see. Let me go.
But bro, that Paul Revere record was it. That was everything. Though.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, has a bunch of bodies of work. Radio, platinum.
You got 14. He put out.
Bigger and different.
He
Two
put out
times
14.
platinum.
He put out 14 albums on Def Jam.
Platinum. 2 times platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Gold. Platinum. 2 times platinum. Platinum. Gold.
Are these singles or albums?
These are albums.
Okay.
Mrs. Smith, Phenomenon. These are albums.
All right.
Okay. Beastie Boys.
Yeah. They're gonna put out one that was like 25 meters platinum. 25 times platinum. Like,
Beastie Boys.
And that information came from Wikipedia?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Let's see.
And it's like they stayed around long past when they should have stayed around, but they still put out music. They put out, technically it was hip hop music, but it wasn't played on hip hop stations at all.
I wonder if some black guys came out with the same record they came out. Would they have sold as much?
I mean, no, you don't want to hear. You wouldn't have had the white rock style that they had. It wouldn't have crossed over. You know what I'm saying, for a black artist.
26 million records sold and in the United States.
26 million.
Yeah, 26 million.
And LL, you didn't get a total for
I
LL.
don't have a total on LL. Like I just got all his records that are platinum. I don't have a overall. Look at this man's discography.
You back on LL?
From 1987 until 2013.
I mean, but still, if you didn't sell 25 million, you didn't sell 25 million. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he sold 25 million records.
I mean,
that's a lot of platinum records. 2 times platinum
That's just 2 million.
on one record. That's 1 million. 2. That's 3 million. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got gold records.
That's only
That's
500,000.
500,000. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, let me go back then, because
So you at 11, and now you 11 with platinum, right? So
11.5, 12 million, 12.5, 12.75. Let's see, that's 13.5, 14, 15. They don't have the numbers on those two.
And like you said, all of
16,
wasn't
17.
gems. All of wasn't burned.
Let's see, these are that's 18, 19, 19.5, 21.5, 22, 23, 23.5, 24.5, 25.5.
You're not on singles now. You're still on albums, right?
This is record sold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 3 times platinum on this one.
On what? Cause you down in the lady.
We
years.
Are the World, 25 for Haiti.
That's nah.
It's any record. That's what they're not gonna count. This,
Okay, but I'm just saying, We Are the
sold.
World. I'm just saying, We Are the World. That was a.
So you think they
joint
just
thing.
did that record? They performed on. What do you think? And they
I'm
got their
just saying.
record sold.
They might have been on We Are the World too. But I'm sure they probably had less CDs than LL, honestly. But I mean, no, I'm not disagreeing with you on the main factor why they were in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before LL.
They went from hip hop to rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
So they wasn't even in hip hop. They went hip hop to rock and roll.
But see,
because this stuff is that they did. That's what's like considered like rock albums.
So that's what the majority did. Oh, and it doesn't have a number breakdown.
It doesn't have
like
a breakdown on theirs. Probably such bullshit by why. Yeah, it don't have a breakdown at all.
But yeah, I don't think that they did as many albums as LL, and I'm pretty sure they didn't do all the albums on Def Jam. He didn't either though.
He didn't.
He didn't.
Because I think after Jay-Z took over, he left.
Yeah, because he felt like he should have been in that position.
He should have been. Yeah. 14 studio albums, 59 singles, and 2 compilation albums.
It's a lot of work.
Yes,
that's all right. He's been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. But it's funny that you would ask like somebody young, he's an actor.
Yeah,
and they don't know LL.
As an artist, as a rapper. Yeah,
like I was listening to the radio the other day
because I think he was probably one of the first commercially successful rappers there was on it. Mm-hmm. Like just transcend like radio and just get to that point. Besides Run DMC, yeah,
he possibly could have been. Yeah. But the other day, I'm Bad came on the radio. I was like, whoa, that's a hit. To this day, I think it came out like the 80s, late 80s.
I'm Bad.
Yeah.
See, it had to be like 87.
Dude, to this day, dog, that's one that's still like, I know all the words. Like, bro, you can't.
That's in your preference.
Bro, nobody can rap quite like I can. Take a muscle-bound man and put his face in the sand. Dog, that's LL. And he had a couple of beefs that he won too. Yeah, like people tried to come at LL.
He was a battle guy. Yeah. He loved the battle rap. Yeah.
People tried to come at him because like, bro, you ain't all that. He's like, hey, bro, I'm that. I'm that guy.
I remember it was a picture of all the people people like say he beat. They had like a ring set up and they had all the people like beat up like he beat like
Cool Moe D, Ice-T.
Did him and Big Daddy Kane get into it like a little?
I don't know. I don't know if that was. They like I said, everybody came at him.
Cannabis. That infamous.
Yeah,
he had a cannabis career.
Yeah, he got Cannabis so bad. Wyclef switched team. Like Wyclef put Cannabis out. Like, you know what? I'm gonna rock over here.
But everybody, a lot of dudes though, man.
Yeah. He went at Jay-Z.
He went at Jay on a record.
He had to. No, they just didn't like. He just didn't like.
Yeah, he just like the. Yeah, he liked the way he was putting in position. Yeah,
he may have said something about him on the record though. I mean, he wasn't shy about it, so
yeah,
there's no telling.
But they're great. He's great, but he's not like somebody said he called himself the GOAT. Like, nah, not the GOAT. Nah, I can't say the GOAT, but
you are
a legend.
Yeah,
you are a legend in the game for real.
So I think he should have no problem getting in. Like since they're doing the final judging on Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's some rockers and other stars up for the spot. So we'll see what happens with LL and Janet.
We need hip hop Hall of Fame. It's that time.
Yeah,
I think we've been around. I think you've been around long enough to have hip hop, and every year you induct somebody into it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's that time.
Yeah, that would be cool
for real.
Who will be your first? Who will be your first?
It has to be the first people that started it first. You know what I'm saying? The people that actually the Furious Five, the Grandmaster K, all these guys. It had to be those guys. You know what I'm saying? To kind of get the first nod in there because they created it. You know what I'm saying? Like then you can go on as years go on. You add other people to it. Like I like what T.I. them did with the Trap Music Museum. Have you took pictures of that?
I heard about it.
I want to see it, but it's different people that had added gave stuff. And he got different stuff in albums and.
So did he credit himself for creating trap music?
No, he actually put other people people that had a part of trap music
No, I know everybody. I know he has everybody who's a part of it, but it's the big debate.
I think he won. I think he won it. I think he made his point. I think he was very.
You think T.I. started trap music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on no side of the fence. I don't care.
I think he did.
Trap music is.
He's the first guy that coined that phrase and made it something that, you know what I mean? Because if you like the first song, I can remember him saying it. It was "Dope Boys in the Trap," and I don't remember anybody else saying it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was like his first big underground song. Like he had put the album out on Sirius that didn't do good, but when that song came out that album, and when that song came out, it was unexpected.
He was when he came out with "I'm Serious."
It was the wrong thing. I think that's what you get for listening to a New York East Coast style. Like people talking. He should have stuck to like. That's why trap. You got to take care of home first. That's why "Dope Boys in the Trap" became like a hit record because it sounded like some southern stuff.
That was so.
Because when I used to see that, I used to turn the channel.
Yeah.
I didn't know who that was. I'm like some East Coast dude. You know what I'm saying?
What was like dancing to in the video?
No, it was like Beanie Man was in the video doing his. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even pay attention to T.I. because you just heard that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Neptune sound, so you know that's already gonna throw you off. You know, it wasn't a southern song. So
I talked about that too the other day. Like we were listening to a little throwback show that comes on the radio, and the DJ he had like a bunch of like old East Coast songs. Of course, you got to have a bunch of East Coast songs in your true throwback show.
Yeah,
and he just mixing them. I'm like. Yeah, that's one of those songs when it came on Rap City, I would always
turn the channel.
Yeah, and you had those.
Yeah.
A lot of those.
I see a lot of them songs like the DJ website we get our music from.
Yeah,
when they tell the throwback, I'm like, yeah, these are nothing I want.
Right. Oh, man.
Hey, they have the worst selection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I hit him up one time like, hey, man, sure would love some Master P.
Yeah, exactly. Like some type of 8-ball, like UGK would be dope.
Yeah,
like
the throwbacks are here, but
like
I can do with them.
You know what I'm saying? Like even Outkast, they have problem with Outkast records. You know what I'm saying? Goody Mob records. I think I found a couple Goody Mob records, but like
see that particular record pool is East
out of
Coast
New York.
based.
Yeah. So I want to create my own like. A South record pool for DJs.
Yeah.
With throwback records from artists on the South. Like, cause I'm still like, it's certain songs I be looking for. I'm like, man, I know they got like the somebody just sampled the song. Remember the song Mac and Mercedes? You ain't gotta say too much from remember that record?
Yeah.
Still can't find that record clean.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, and somebody just sampled it and used it in like another song, a newer song. Somebody sampled it. Like, but it's certain records you be looking for. Like, dang.
You know, I hate hearing samples of songs I used to like because it makes me feel old. It's like that song's not old enough to be a sample yet, is it? And then you get to thinking about like,
late 90s.
Yeah,
98.
Like you go out somewhere like the drinking age is like from the 90s. Like that baby can't drink. You start feeling old, man. Like wow.
Think about it. Whoever was born in 2000 is graduating this year.
And we wasn't supposed to make it. They were supposed to.
It's probably Y2K, baby. The world was exploding.
Yeah.
18 years later, still here.
We get all over the place. I was watching something. I was getting ready for work the other day. What's the doctor guy? Dr. Oz. He's got he's got like a crime show or something now.
Really?
His show has kind of evolved from what it used to be. He was talking about some cult that was out. It started in the 70s. These people were saying that the world was going to end in 1993. And, it allowed the women from the group, they were encouraged to go out and sleep with guys to get them to join the group. You were allowed to sleep with children in this group. I just wonder, like, what makes people get into these type of like cults? What persuades you to say, you know what? I think this guy's right. Like, because religion is a tricky subject.
Yeah.
Because anything could be like
swayed to make you think and believe a certain way.
Yeah, and anything could possibly be wrong.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
But when somebody starts telling you, yeah, but you should give me your daughter. You should give me your 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
You should probably look into that a little bit more.
Yeah. That's a bit yeah.
It's like I don't understand and what makes hundreds of people say, you know what, this dude is it right here. This is the new thing. This guy's telling me the truth. Like, I don't know the mindset of somebody who just.
Like, that's an odd thing to like. I don't know that. I don't know that a psychosis somebody go through to join that. Like that would be.
Because, I mean, Catholicism, it's been around for a long time. Your mama was in it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Catholic now. You know what I'm saying? Baptist, been around for a long time. Mama was in it, I'm Baptist. Grandmama did this. Even, you know what I'm saying, Muslim came up. Sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? They say some valid things over here. Sounds good. Everything's within the law. You know what I'm saying? But now, if your religion comes up, sounds good at first. We got us a little book we reading out of. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Oh, and by the way, your wife and her sister got to sleep with me. Whoa,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
And then she should go sleep with him to make him join our group.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, bro, sometimes the rules got to be like, hey, man.
I don't know about that.
Wait a
bro.
minute, man.
Like,
And then like, hey, by the way, don't tell nobody. You know, like, when you get in those groups and your message is to be kept secret, it's probably something worth looking into.
And I think also too, it's probably comes down to a point of people, like, let's say you get so invested in something, you get what I'm saying, and you like, it's almost like gambling. If I go in here and gamble away $200 and I still got another $150, I'm like, let me try to get my $200 back. You know, let me see, can I get back to where I was? But you still gambling and digging that hole even deeper. I think it's something like to do with that. Like, you go into it thinking one thing, and then you get so far that you isolate yourself from your family, and now they like try to tell you something, and you didn't listen.
Yeah,
and now you like, nah, I'm right.
You gotta prove that you're right.
I proved it. Like, I think it's got something to do with that. Maybe then you just get so heavily involved with the shit that it just.
No, like I said, I saw that. That was just very interesting to me. Like, when people start saying, "Hey, let me sleep with your kids," you probably
that ain't gonna be No, I don't know about that one, my guy. That's something. Yeah, I don't know about that. But I was looking at this story earlier though. This Florida man flew to Chicago to cut off ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's thing, and then flew back home.
He flew. Wait, he's from Florida.
A Florida man named Justin Foster went to Chicago to confront the boyfriend of his ex-girlfriend. Foster reportedly chopped off the man's genitals after hitting him in the head with a tire iron. Foster reportedly spotted the man on the street, hit him in the head, carved his initials into the man's leg, then cut off his penis. After cutting it off, Foster allegedly tossed it over a fence. Foster fled back to Florida, but was caught and taken back to Chicago. He was being held with no bond in the beginning, but now his bail was set at $1 million.
That's premeditated.
Dog, that's just...
It's you carve your initials in his leg, and while you're down there...
you chop it, like... I'm going to tell you who did this. Chop it off.
And throw it over a fence. What's the proper way to throw it on the fence? He just... he just kind of underhand, get it out of here. It could have been like he looked at what he had in his hand. Like, he got grossed out. He didn't mean to throw it.
That's just weird to me.
Yeah, people do weird things. Like, you never know who's out there.
Like Charlamagne the guy said, he said, the craziest people come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize that might be true.
Yeah, a lot of media people have, like, they report Florida crimes because they are interesting.
Yeah,
like, that's interesting.
That's very.
He boarded a plane to Chicago. Did he buy where did he get the tire iron from? You can't fly with that. You can't fly with a tire iron.
Rent a car. Rent a car. I'm trying to figure out.
He got over there, called Uber, like, hey, there goes Steve right there. Pop the trunk, Uber. Uber don't know better. All right.
What you doing with my time? But another story too, man. Speak of your one of your hometown guys was shot last night. Shot at and hit in his car. Shot at 12 times, hit in his car.
Okay,
he was wounded.
Yellow Beezy.
Mr. Yellow Beezy, man.
And you said possibly it's retaliation from somebody else getting killed?
The guy, what's the comedian name? He's like an Instagram comedian. I know him and Boosie had a couple of words. Him and Boosie was going back and forth, but it was just like a playful thing at one time. But forgot to do, what's the guy's name? I can't think of the name. But with a comedian, he passed away last week from he had got shot like a week prior, and he died from blood clots hit his lung from the gunshots. Like it was something coming off of that.
Right.
And they're trying to say Yellow Beezy had something to do with him getting shot. So this was supposed to be a retaliation against him.
You know, Twista said in one of his songs on his Overdose album, I thought we got in this to get out of pistol handling. You know, like, bruh, Yellow Beezy is just recently coming off like the #1 song in the country. That song
Urban song. Yeah.
I don't know the Instagram comedian, but I mean, if he's popping and he's got a little success, he's probably getting a little money.
I saw the RPs go up for him the other day.
I mean, get out the streets.
Like, see, but it's also a mentality, man. Like,
get out the street,
like especially when you, but I mean, and that's easy to say, to you because you're a grown guy. You talking about these dudes are really like kids, man.
But he's not out there by himself. He's got a manager. You know what I'm saying? He's on a label, so the label gives you somebody that say,
I'm from the streets, dog. I'm from the streets, dog. I'm from the street. Ain't nobody going.
Yeah, you can't tell me nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Roy Lee. That was the name of the comedian. Roy Lee. That's him right there.
So he's passed away.
Yeah. And he apparently, like I say, he got shot last week sometime and caught a blood clot. That's suffered from a blood clot in his lung, contributing from a gunshot wound from a few weeks ago.
I think American society like really downplays what gun violence really is. Like, I mean, like cowboy movies are popular. You know what I'm saying? And what's the end result of a cowboy movie? Meet me at high noon at a shootout. That's how we settle our beef. Yeah, I think it's just too sensationalized and just too watered down to like you really don't realize if you kill somebody, they're gone.
They go, yeah.
And now something's, you know what I'm saying, you got consequences from that.
Yeah. It since happened. I ain't gonna say when, but one of my little cousins like was at a party, and the dude he knew a guy. He knew it was a younger cat. You know, so him and his brother. It was friends, and he seen him kind of, seemed like he had something on his mind. You know what I'm saying? So he went over to the dude like, "What's wrong with you? Like, man, chill out. Like, tell him." And the dude's girlfriend gives him a gun. So it's like, my cousin grabs like, "Nah, bro, puts the gun in the pocket. Nah, chill out, man. Just chill out, calm down, like go sit down somewhere, man. Take him to the car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't doing that tonight." But I'm just thinking to myself, if he wasn't there to intervene,
it was going down. Now
you used a gun on somebody. You took their life. You took your own life at the same time.
And then somebody innocent may get hit.
Exactly. And then, like, I'm looking at the girlfriend like, you must want him gone. You think it's cool, tough. Yeah, he's tough. No, he's stupid. That is stupid.
The consequences aren't thoroughly thought out. They're not laid out. Because I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of songs, even rappers not tough, talk about shooting. I mean, like it's something. Yeah, but I popped them.
That's why I always like what Tupac said in the interview. He was like, "I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna balance it. I'm gonna tell you about this, but I'm also gonna tell you about this." Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do wonder why they call you bitch. Then I'm gonna do Dear Mama. I'm gonna do I Get Around, but I'm gonna do Brenda's Got a Baby. I'm gonna give you the ins and outs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the good and the bad. See, but some people just glorify. It ain't even glorify the good because it ain't good. Like, but some people just glorify that I'm a real gangster. I do, but that ain't gangster to me.
Yeah. And
You
it's
know what I mean?
spending the rest of your life in jail.
Yeah,
ain't
ain't
gangster.
gangster,
You
no,
have
for real.
you prove nothing. You prove you can get locked up.
What's gangster to me is take care of your own and make sure your own got it, or standing up for something that's really worth standing up for.
Yeah.
I'm standing up because you stepped on my shoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say something about that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm standing because like that
You
ain't
accidentally
gangster.
bumped me.
Yeah, like that ain't dog. You just angry. You just mad. You just like that ain't gangster.
That's it. Like 5 seconds, a 5-second decision could affect the rest of your life.
Somebody else's life. And other lives, not just like yours, other lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say if that guy did do something now, he takes somebody else away. That's somebody's daddy. That's somebody's uncle. That's somebody's brother. That's somebody's son. So it affect all that.
Mm-hmm.
And you yourself might be somebody's daddy, somebody's brother, somebody's uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I don't even move. Like I don't go to
A lot of things.
a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep that away from that.
Certain situations.
Yeah, I just stay out the way.
I look back and analyze, like, you know what? I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah.
Y'all have fun.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pass on that.
Oh, it's not set up for me.
Something that is set up for everybody. I went to we'll get on the end on a lighter note. I went to, it's not really a lighter note, but it's not gun violence. I went to a tax workshop yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
That was yesterday.
What time was it?
She had a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
I went to the 11 o'clock one, and it was guided over. I don't know if you say taught or whatever. It was presented by TBA Tax. Carla Boston, I'm trying to get on the show. She talked about some new tax laws that are put into place, and
So fuck you.
yeah, a lot of these tax laws.
Thanks to Trump. Yeah.
They are not in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at your W-4s. Like, you know what I'm saying, she's telling you about that. She's telling you ways that you can help yourself. I mean, TBA Tax. You know what I'm saying, find them on Facebook. You know what I'm saying. And like I said, I don't do plugs, but that's something that everybody needs.
Yeah.
TBA Tax, but she will help you like get your stuff together, get your stuff right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
What was? I'll get to get a couple of his.
Yeah. Like some, now, allegedly, I talked to her. Allegedly, she's gonna be on next week's show.
Okay.
So I'm putting the pressure on her right now. I'm letting her know. Carla Boston is supposed to be here next week. She gave me her word. She'll be here next week.
Yeah.
So if she's not, I can't believe you would do this to me. but yeah, I mean, some very interesting tax laws have been put into place and changed, and like things like work expenses that you claimed on your taxes, it's been cut. Like if you had to buy uniforms and all this stuff, it's been cut out. You can't claim it anymore. So we'll get her on here because I'm nowhere near a tax
That's
guy.
because 80% of the tax cuts went to the rich and not the middle class people.
Oh, yeah.
That was a tax bill passed by your U.S. President Donald Trump and his buddies.
Yeah.
So like if you're on a jet, you get tax cuts on jet fuel for anybody out there that owns a jetliner or something. You know what I'm saying? You get that, but
I think it was like if you make $250 million, you cool, you straight.
Yeah.
But if you don't make that,
because you're a job creator.
you know what I'm saying,
And you're going to trickle down effect. It's going to trickle down. All the savings they have will trickle down to you in your pocketbook, which is bullshit. And it's already been proven to be bullshit, but they still feeding it to us.
So hopefully she'll come on the show and explain a bit more in detail on next week, because this is, like I said, some very important stuff that will affect you, not might affect you, that will affect you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
even the earned income tax credit for kids, is that went up?
Yeah, it's going up.
But it's the other stuff that's been taken back. Though, so it's really like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Really, in a sense. And really, it's a cutback on people who don't have kids. So now it's like,
and like
I really ain't finna get nothing.
like donations and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's getting tricky. It's really
even donations.
Yes. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
But like I said, hopefully she comes joins us here next week and she can tell you more about that. Yeah. And I mean, she was like, y'all need to know this. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, TBA Tax, even if she's not on the show next week, don't hold it against her. Just let me cry on my own. But you know what I'm saying? Find TBA Tax and you know what I'm saying, ask for Carla Boston and ask her some what you know what I'm saying, take her as your tax preparer and tax provider. Again, I'm not getting endorsed. She's not endorsing me or anything. I'm just she gave me the information. I know she has the information.
And she said,
this is
I heard her
information that you
say,
need.
I heard her say, like, she said she had to pay for this information. She's just giving it away.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying? Like that's admirable.
She also on the 20th.
That's the one I want to go to. Entrepreneur. Yeah, that's why I want to check that one out.
So again, TBA Tax. Find them on Facebook. She has an entrepreneur workshop. She'll tell you how to start your own business. How you know what I'm saying, steps you need to take to do that. Get loans to start your business. She's just giving away tons of information that you can use that you need.
I need to holler at Carla.
Yeah, so do that.
Holler next week.
Last thing, if you're into giving and helping for hurricane relief for Hurricane Michael, redcross.org. They have a donate now button. Or you know what I'm saying, if you're into another charity that you know of, a reputable charity that's helping out the victims of Hurricane Michael, donate, do that. You got anything else you want to add to this?
Make sure y'all. I want one thing. It's a guy that's going to run for governor in Florida, named Andrew Gilliam. Look him up, man. I know we can't vote in Florida, but you can. Like, I donated something to his campaign. Like, man, y'all, if you can do, because he's not like a guy that's backed by billionaires and stuff like that, but he's a guy that's really getting his out of the grassroots. So, man, maybe if y'all can donate $1, $5, $10, look him up, Andrew Gilliam, for governor of Florida. And also, I can't think of the lady's name, but she's also running for governor of Georgia, man. Make sure y'all look her up, too. I can't think of her name at the moment. I donated money to her campaign, too. But if y'all could donate to her, donate to those two campaigns, man, for real, for real.
And then after you donate, when it's time to vote, if that's your jurisdiction or whatever, that's what you're supposed to do there.
And I was just speaking that for people that's not like in those areas, you know what I'm saying? But like if you in your area, make sure you go and vote, and we're gonna change the landscape so we ain't gotta worry about Kanye. That's how you change it. See, Kanye going to preach Donald Trump, but you know how you get change? It starts at this level of the game.
Kanye
right
2020. What Do We Know podcast? I'm Casual.
Cory Moe.
Kanye 2020.
Shoot him.
We gotta get out of here. That's it.
You got to think big. You got to think big. You got to think